Sexual health doesn't have an expiration date. It's an important part of overall well-being, even as we age. In today's video, we're diving into what science says about sexual activity after 70, its benefits, and how to navigate intimacy during this stage of life. Stick around, you might be surprised by what the research reveals. The truth about sexual activity and aging. Sexual activity doesn't have a one-size-fits-all standard, especially as we age. It's natural for frequency, preferences, and desires to evolve over time, and that's perfectly okay. What science and experts consistently emphasize is that sexual health is about much more than a specific number. It's about satisfaction, connection, and maintaining a sense of intimacy that works for you and your lifestyle. For some, sexual activity remains a vibrant and regular part of their lives well into their 70s and beyond. Others may find that their interest in or capacity for sex changes due to factors like health conditions, medications, or shifting priorities. Both experiences are completely normal. The important thing to remember is that sexual health is deeply personal, and it's influenced by a variety of factors, including physical health, emotional well-being, and the dynamics of your relationships. Studies have shown that older adults who maintain a positive attitude toward sexuality tend to have more fulfilling, intimate relationships, regardless of how often they're physically intimate. In fact, research highlights that emotional closeness often becomes more important than the physical aspects of sex as we age. Acts like cuddling, hand-holding, and meaningful conversations can be just as satisfying as intercourse, creating a deeper bond with your partner. It's also worth noting that societal attitudes about aging and sex have often been a barrier for older adults. Myths about declining interest or ability can make people feel uncomfortable or even ashamed about their sexual desires later in life. But the truth is, maintaining intimacy, whether through sex or other forms of connection, can significantly enhance physical and emotional well-being, including reducing stress, improving sleep, and boosting self-esteem. It's important to approach this stage of life with an open mind. Aging doesn't mean the end of your sex life. It simply means adapting to the changes that come with it. By understanding your own needs, communicating openly with your partner, and embracing intimacy in all its forms, you can continue to enjoy a satisfying and healthy sexual relationship. Ultimately, there's no right answer to how often you should be having sex after 70. The key is finding what feels right for you and your partner, and embracing a perspective that prioritizes connection, fulfillment, and mutual respect. The health benefits of intimacy after 70. Intimacy, including sexual activity, offers a range of physical, emotional, and psychological benefits that remain significant well into your 70s and beyond. It's not just about maintaining a connection with a partner, it's also about enhancing overall well-being and quality of life from a physical health perspective. Regular intimacy has been linked to improved cardiovascular health. Engaging in sexual activity stimulates blood circulation, which can benefit your heart and reduce the risk of certain conditions. It's essentially a form of light exercise, helping to maintain flexibility, mobility, and strength, all of which are crucial as we age. Additionally, sexual activity can boost your immune system. Studies suggest that regular intimacy may increase the production of antibodies that fight illness, making you less susceptible to colds and other infections. For women, it may also help maintain pelvic floor strength, which supports bladder control and overall core stability. The emotional benefits of intimacy are just as profound. Sexual activity triggers the release of endorphins and oxytocin, often called the feel-good and bonding hormones. These chemicals help reduce stress, combat feelings of anxiety or depression, and foster a deeper emotional connection with your partner. Even acts of physical touch, like hugging or kissing, can have a calming effect and boost your mood. Beyond physical and emotional health, intimacy can reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation, which are common challenges for many older adults. A satisfying, intimate relationship can create a sense of belonging and security, contributing to a more positive outlook on life. Importantly, intimacy doesn't have to involve intercourse to be beneficial. Holding hands, sharing a long embrace, or simply spending time being physically close can provide many of the same advantages. These forms of non-sexual affection are especially meaningful for those navigating health issues or changes in physical capability. Finally, a fulfilling, intimate life can positively impact cognitive health. Studies have linked sexual activity to improved memory and mental acuity, potentially due to increased blood flow to the brain during arousal. While the research is still evolving, it's a fascinating glimpse into how sexual health may influence overall cognitive well-being. The takeaway: intimacy after 70 is about more than just sex. It's a vital part of staying physically healthy, emotionally connected, and mentally sharp. By embracing intimacy in ways that feel right for you, you can enjoy its incredible benefits at any stage of life. What science says about frequency. It comes to how often you should be having sex after 70. Science shows there's no single answer that fits everyone. Instead, the focus shifts from frequency to fulfillment. What matters most is not how often you engage in sexual activity, but how meaningful and satisfying it is for you and your partner. Research reveals that sexual frequency among older adults varies widely. A study in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that around 25% of adults aged 70 and older report having sex at least once a month, while others may engage less often or focus more on other forms of intimacy. The diversity in these numbers highlights that there is no universal right amount. It's about what feels natural and comfortable for you. Interestingly, studies have shown a correlation between sexual activity and happiness. For example, older couples who engage in intimacy once a week often report higher levels of relationship satisfaction and emotional closeness. However, the research also emphasizes that the quality of the connection matters far more than the quantity. Even occasional intimacy can be deeply fulfilling if it meets the emotional and physical needs of both partners. Another important factor is individual health. Chronic conditions, hormonal changes, and the effects of certain medications can influence libido and sexual function. For some, these challenges may reduce the frequency of sexual activity, but they don't have to diminish the importance of physical or emotional intimacy. Open communication with your partner and, if needed, with a healthcare provider can help address these issues and explore alternatives. Single adults over 70 also play a significant role in the conversation. Research indicates that older adults who date or seek companionship later in life often continue to enjoy intimacy, albeit at varying levels of frequency. These connections can be just as enriching and fulfilling as those in long-term partnerships. Ultimately, the science suggests that there is no magic number. The goal is to find a rhythm that aligns with your lifestyle, health, and relationship dynamics, whether it's once a week, once a month, or simply moments of non-sexual affection. The most important thing is prioritizing connection, communication, and satisfaction. After all, a fulfilling, intimate life is about quality, not quantity, and that's a principle that applies at every age. Adapting to physical and emotional changes as we age, our bodies and minds go through various changes, and these can influence how we experience intimacy. The key is to embrace these changes with a sense of curiosity and adaptability rather than viewing them as limitations. Understanding and addressing both the physical and emotional aspects of aging can help maintain a fulfilling and satisfying, intimate life well into your 70s and beyond. From a physical perspective, age-related changes are natural. For many women, menopause brings shifts in hormone levels, which can result in vaginal dryness or a decrease in libido. However, these changes are not insurmountable. Over-the-counter lubricants, prescription estrogen creams, or other treatments can help alleviate discomfort. Similarly, for men, issues like erectile dysfunction may arise, often due to reduced testosterone levels or cardiovascular health. Medical advancements, such as medications, therapies, or lifestyle changes, can address these concerns effectively. It's also important to acknowledge that aging can bring health conditions that may indirectly impact intimacy, such as arthritis, diabetes, or chronic pain. Adapting your approach to intimacy, whether through experimenting with new positions, finding ways to be physically close without intercourse, or choosing times when energy levels are higher, can make all the difference. Emotionally, aging can bring its own set of challenges, including changes in self-image or confidence. Many older adults struggle with feelings of inadequacy about their appearance or physical abilities, which can impact their desire for intimacy. Recognizing that these feelings are normal is the first step toward overcoming them. Focus on building emotional closeness with your partner, celebrating the bond you share, and reminding yourself that intimacy is about connection, not perfection. Open communication remains vital in adapting to these changes. Discussing your needs, concerns, and preferences with your partner can help you navigate this stage of life together. If embarrassment or discomfort makes these conversations difficult, consider seeking guidance from a therapist or counselor who specializes in intimacy and aging. Finally, keep in mind that intimacy evolves. It might look different than it did in your younger years, but that doesn't mean it's any less meaningful or rewarding. The beauty of aging is that it offers an opportunity to deepen your emotional connection and explore new ways of being close with your partner. Whether that's through touch, conversation, or shared experiences, adapting to these changes with an open mind can lead to a richer and more fulfilling intimate life. Exploring new ways to connect. Intimacy is not just about physical acts, it's about connection, closeness, and shared moments that bring joy and fulfillment. As we age, exploring new ways to connect can keep your relationship vibrant and strengthen your bond. This openness to discovery can make intimacy even more meaningful in your 70s and beyond. First, consider expanding your definition of intimacy. While sexual activity might have been the centerpiece of your relationship earlier in life, there are many other ways to foster closeness. Non-sexual forms of affection, like holding hands, cuddling, or giving each other a massage, can create powerful emotional connections. Even small gestures, like sitting close while watching a movie or sharing a heartfelt conversation, can bring a sense of warmth and partnership. Another way to connect is by trying new activities together. Shared experiences, such as taking a dance class, traveling to a new destination, or even cooking a meal together, can ignite feelings of excitement and closeness. These moments of collaboration and joy can enhance your bond and make intimacy feel more natural and spontaneous. For couples navigating physical challenges or reduced libido, intimacy can take on a creative dimension. Explore ways to be physically close that are comfortable and enjoyable for both of you. This could involve experimenting with different forms of touch, finding new positions, or using aids like pillows or supportive furniture to make physical intimacy easier. Open communication about what feels good and what doesn't is essential in this process. Don't underestimate the power of mental and emotional connection. Sharing your thoughts, dreams, and even fears with your partner can deepen your relationship in profound ways. Take time to reminisce about shared memories, discuss future plans, or simply enjoy each other's company without distractions. Emotional intimacy often enhances physical intimacy, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your bond. If you're single or starting a new relationship, exploring ways to connect is just as important. Building trust and emotional closeness is a gradual process, but it's the foundation for meaningful intimacy. Focus on open communication, mutual respect, and finding joy in each other's presence as you navigate this exciting chapter. Ultimately, intimacy is about more than physicality. It's about creating moments of connection that bring you closer, make you feel valued, and remind you of the unique bond you share. By embracing new ways to connect, you can keep intimacy alive and fulfilling at any age. Overcoming stigma and embracing your desirous society often imposes stereotypes about aging, especially when it comes to intimacy. Many people mistakenly believe that sexual activity and romantic desires diminish or become irrelevant as we grow older. However, these perceptions couldn't be further from the truth. Overcoming these stigmas and embracing your desires is an essential part of living a fulfilling and authentic life after 71. Of the biggest misconceptions is that intimacy is only for the young. In reality, research shows that many older adults maintain a strong interest in and capacity for sexual activity. Studies reveal that intimacy can remain an important part of life well into the 70s, 80s, and beyond, provided it aligns with individual health and relationship dynamics. The key is to reject societal pressures that suggest otherwise and focus on what feels right for you. Unfortunately, some older adults internalize these stigmas, leading to feelings of guilt, shame, or embarrassment about their desires. This is especially true for those navigating changes in their bodies or entering new relationships later in life. It's important to recognize that these feelings are often rooted in cultural attitudes rather than personal inadequacies. Embracing your desires starts with acknowledging that intimacy is a natural and valid part of human experience at every age. Education and open dialogue can help dismantle these stereotypes, whether it's discussing intimacy with a partner, seeking advice from a healthcare provider, or joining support groups with like-minded individuals. Talking about your needs and experiences can normalize the conversation. This openness fosters acceptance, not just within your social circle, but within yourself. For those re-entering the dating world or exploring intimacy after the loss of a partner, overcoming stigma can be particularly challenging. It's natural to feel uncertain or vulnerable, but remember that you deserve companionship and closeness just as much as anyone else. Take the time to explore relationships at your own pace, and don't let fear of judgment hold you back from forming meaningful connections. Finally, media representation of older adults can play a powerful role in breaking down these stigmas. While progress is being made, there's still work to do in showcasing vibrant, romantic, and intimate relationships among seniors. Supporting and sharing stories that celebrate love and intimacy in later life helps shift the narrative and inspire others to embrace their desires. By letting go of societal expectations and focusing on your own happiness, you can foster a deeper connection with yourself and others. Intimacy after 70 is not about defying age, it's about celebrating it. As we've explored, intimacy after 70 is deeply personal and shaped by your unique health, relationships, and desires. Whether it's embracing changes, connecting in new ways, or overcoming outdated stigmas, the key is to prioritize what brings you joy, fulfillment, and connection. Intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. It evolves, deepens, and takes on new meanings as we grow older. Remember, there's no right frequency or method. It's all about what works for you and your partner. Don't be afraid to communicate openly, seek advice when needed, and approach intimacy with curiosity and an open mind. Your best years can still include meaningful, satisfying connections that enrich your life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from the insights. Subscribe to my channel, Wise Ones, for more empowering tips on aging gracefully, living fully, and embracing the beauty of every stage of life. And before you go, be sure to check out the link in the description to subscribe to my Savvy Senior newsletter. It's packed with practical tips and advice to help you live a happier, healthier, and more connected life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.